Good morning, friends. How are you? My name is Trucker Ray. Welcome to my channel if you're here for the first time. I am a Christian truck driver that drives the highways of North America, and I love to share the gospel of Yeshua. I love to share my faith, not afraid to do that. And I like to share the reality of trucking. I don't sweet coat it. I tell you the way it is out here. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's flat out ugly. But I love it, and this is why I do what I do. I've been recording these videos now for over 10 years, 11 years, going on 12. And I have a lot of you that have been following me since day one. Those are faithful YouTubers. And those of you that are brand new, and I hope you stick around. Please don't run off when you hear the word God, because if a man doesn't have God in his life during these last days, he has nothing. He has nothing. And I'm very proud to be a Christian, and love to share my faith. Like I said, I mean, I'm not going to share it 24/7 to everybody I meet. I mean, I should be doing that, but I take little breaks in my videos and I do talk a little bit about it. So please don't be offended. Don't go run off as soon as you hear that, because there may be something that the Lord wants you to hear. You just never know. I'm on my way to Los Angeles. I stopped here last night. After about 11 hours of driving, I made my way from Langley. And I'm delivering in the Semi Valley area, which is the Los Angeles district area, I guess you want to call it. County, Los Angeles County. I have a load of shavings that delivers on Tuesday. I thought it delivered Monday, but it delivers Tuesday because it's the long weekend, Labor Day weekend, and I'm going to be up at Fraser Park, the truck stop up there, the Flying J, which is just above the Grapevine. I'll be there tonight and all day tomorrow because, like I said, they don't receive on Monday, which is fine. I mean, I should have looked at the calendar and figured that out. I didn't have to leave a day early, but it's better than sitting around the yard. Such a nice place here. You guys might remember I did my annual memorial Remembering Chelsea video here in July. Just really beautiful here. Just enjoying the nice weather while we still have it. For those of you that pay close attention to the quality of the videos, you'll notice we're recording at a different frame rate. That's right. I decided for the new season to record at 60 frames a second, just so the quality would be better, that you'd be able to see things a little bit more clearer, especially those of you that have spent that big money on the big TVs. And those of you that might remember previous videos, I said I was going to try out the DJI Action 4 because I was getting tired of the unreliability of the GoPros. Well, it turned out that those cameras are an absolute complete disappointment. No matter what I tinkered with over the last 3 days, settings, tests, driving at night, driving during the day on my reset, and I did it on both cameras, not just a one. I bought two of them. I mean, I'm not professional in photography or videography. I never went to school for it, but I've been using cameras long enough to know how to set them up, and I know what to look for quality. I know how to adjust them. I know how to set them up. I know what I like. I'm very meticulous when it comes to that. I think a lot of you know that, but I could not get those Action 4 cameras to do what I wanted them to do. That the quality was just absolutely horrendous. It's not all the hype everyone leads it up to be. And a lot of the reviews on YouTube, I noticed that people were doing reviews on the Action 4. It looked like they were recording it maybe in 4K, but 10 or 30 frames a second. It didn't help me at all. So I pulled all my GoPros back out of the pack, or back out of the box, and set them all back up because I need something. And the funny thing is, the one GoPro that was giving me problems, well, it's no longer giving me problem. It's working now. So I don't know if the battery needed to die on it, or it needed to be put away or threatened. I have no idea, but it seems to be turning on. So we'll see what happens. But I'm just enjoying my coffee, and I'm going to be on my way in about a half an hour, and we'll make our way to Southern California area, Fraser Park area. Just double checking everything because this load is a dry load. I don't have to have a noisy reefer going, but then you always got somebody running their truck when it's absolutely beautiful out. I don't know what the point of running it for is. I've already did a thorough check of all the cross members when I picked up the trailer. And whenever I go anywhere, even though it's only shavings, I always made sure I got a lock on the back. Because people don't know you have shavings. And they may try to compromise or break into the thing, and the seal is going to be broken, and put a lock on the back. People see a lock, a lot of the time they just keep walking. They will open up a trailer that doesn't have a lock, or look, a little useless seal. Alright, so I am on my way, and I'm going to take it easy driving through here because the deer around here are very tame. They will, you could be sitting at the picnic table over there and they'll be grazing right in front of you. They're very, very tame. It's kind of neat. I like coming to this place. I really do. Had a good sleep. Oh, there's another Key West driver here. I don't know who that is. Last night, this was about as far as I was going to get. Last night I was running out of time, but it turned out that just south of Corning there was an accident that was bad enough that it shut down the highway, so the I-5 was closed, so I couldn't go any further even if I wanted to. But this is such a nice little rest area. Look at how big it is in here. I mean, there's not a ton of parking. It's just more, there's a fair amount of parking for four-wheelers and a fair amount of parking, I guess, for trucks. But it's more of a scenic thing that I like about it. It's right down in the bottom of in the little valley here. The highway's up on the top of the hill. It's just a nice place to escape. Yeah, so it's going to be a very relaxed day today for driving. No rush. It is Sunday, so a lot of people are still going to be, they either took the Friday off or they're going to take the Monday off. Or the Tuesday off. I can't recall anyway how the long weekend usually works. They usually take one extra day off. I'm guessing it's Friday they take off. And then they have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then they all head back on Monday. So I think today will be a good day for driving. We won't see a whole lot of people out on the highway today, probably, unless the churchgoers might see them out there. I enjoy this day down there. I really do. I love it when you get up in the morning, you can see all the deer. Even last night when I went to bed, I got up just to look around a little bit, and I checked my doors, made sure everything's locked, and then you can see the deer. They're already walking around with the babies. It's really, really neat. here in Weed to top my fuel up. I went from, it was running a little bit low on fuel, but I didn't want to get fuel in Oregon because of the prices, the taxes. Just horrendous. It's almost cheaper to fuel up in California than it is in Oregon. So I wanted to stretch it, and I did. Fortunately, I have a very light load here, so you know the strange thing is that I had a shaving load. That last one that I took to Phoenix, it was way heavier than this. And this load is so light, it's not even registering on my PSI gauge. And I'm looking in the back, the little trap door, you look in there and say, is there anything in this trailer? I wanted to make sure I wasn't dragging an empty trailer around with me. And I opened up the little door there, and yeah, you can see the pellets in there, and you can see the shavings all wrapped in its white plastic. I don't know why it's so light. What do we got here? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who is going to let me go? You got guys sitting here, they're not even fueling, they're just sitting at the, I don't know what they're doing, it's hard to pick which one. And that Swift driver is thumping his tires. I don't know why people do that. Why do they do that? They thump their tires when they're in the fueling lane. Why don't they do that when they first get up? I'll never understand that. I see guys do that all the time. They do their pre-trip in the fueling lane. Do it when you wake up. It just doesn't make sense. Like, wouldn't it not make more sense? Actually, you know what? It does. It makes way more sense to get up in the morning before you even start your clock, thump your tires, make sure you don't have a flat. Because you might have a flat, and now you've started your clock. But these guys are getting up, firing up their truck. They're probably doing a pre-trip and crawl over to the fueling lane, and then they realize, I got a flat tire. Now they've started their clock. So guys, if you're new to this industry or you're training, this is what I do. When I get up in the morning, I thump my tires while I'm still parked and before I even start my clock, because that's my time. If I want to do a pre-trip on my truck and trailer, that's fine. Wouldn't you rather recognize or realize that you have a flat tire before you start your clock? And now it's not. It could take the tire repair guy hours to get to you. Now you've burned several hours on your duty clock, or that's not your duty clock, but you know your duty clock, your shift clock. That's what I wanted to say. Alright, so we're all fueled up, and looks like it's going to be another gorgeous day today for driving. I was talking to my buddy Trucker Barry. You guys haven't heard from him in a while. We're going to have to get an update from him soon. He's test driving for his company a new Volvo, or should I say a Mac. I don't know why I wanted to say Volvo for, probably because I know Barry really likes the Volvos, but yeah, Transx is testing the Mac, and I'm gonna have to get an update from him, see how that's working out for him. Anyway, I was having a little bit of a chat with him, and I was telling him that you know, even when winter kicks in, I'm not going to be disappointed, because it's been a good summer. Minus the forest fires and all the smoke that everyone's had to deal with in BC. I've been very fortunate, and I haven't had to see much of it. It's been a good summer. It really has. It's been very, very warm. It's actually been hot. It's been a great summer. It really has. And I had a chance to go camping and visit my granddaughters and my friends. So it's been a good summer. I have nothing to complain about. It's only September. We've still got another good month or two of some decent weather. And because my route is predominantly into Arizona, the only real winter we ever have to deal with is when you're heading over the passes in Idaho and some areas in Nevada, and then you're back into the nice weather again. So I won't be complaining too much when the winter kicks in. I'll just have to put up with it. But I have to be grateful again that it's been a really good summer. But it ain't over yet. Let's hope we get an Indian summer and it lasts a little bit longer. All right, back on the I-5. Yeah, my next stop probably will be a 30-minute break. And then see if I can find a nice little rest area. And then from there, Fraser Park. Out there and just on the top, if I can say it, top of the grapevine, sorry about that, in Lebec area. stopping for my 30-minute break. I'm not even sure where I am. I guess something like Ranellis or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop and have myself something to eat. And I kind of like this. I'm at the very, very Yeah, I guess I can start. Ooh, that sounds terrible, doesn't it? Yeah. Gonna park it here and have myself. I know some of you may not like this, but I bought some sardines at Costco, and they're nice big cans, lots of protein in there, and I do like sardines. Normally I like to have them on toast, but I'm not eating much for bread or toast because of the diet that I'm on. So I'm just gonna eat them out of the can. Just eat them right out of the can. It's so funny, there's a sign over there that says be cautious, rattlesnakes seen in this area. You wouldn't expect to see rattlesnakes out here, but yeah, I guess there is. I'll keep my eye open, but I don't think I'll see any rattlesnakes. Oh, I only got about 3.5 more hours to go and my day will be done, which I'm looking forward to, because I'm still really super tired. Even last night, I think I went to sleep at I don't know, 10:30. Woke up at 7. I'm still really tired and exhausted, simply because just not getting enough sleep lately because of the excitement of the new cameras and everything else. So you can see why I was a little disappointed, but oh well, we'll see what happens. I always find the rolling hills like that really fascinating. Yeah, especially when they get a lot of rain, that all gets real green. made it to Fraser Park. Right in the Lebec area. And yeah, my day's coming to a close. Got 2 hours left, but can't go any further because there's nowhere to park. I could go to Castaic, but chances of getting into that truck stop are pretty slim. Very slim. You can't ever get into that place. That's okay. I don't want to really park there anyway. That's a terrible place. That pilot at Castaic, it's a dive. Absolute dive, I tell you. So I am choosing the Flying J here. Got a better chance of getting parking. Nice big huge parking lot. Looks like they're expecting to get some rain here by the looks of it. And again, I'll be spending the entire day tomorrow doing some video editing and video recording and catching up on some sleep. Okay, I wonder if I should just go in that way here. I'm going to take a guess that one of the spots that I really like is available, and I can see right now it isn't. So we're going to just take another looky-loo. I didn't expect it to be this full here. I know it doesn't look very full because these are all reserved spots. Come on, buddy, go ahead. I'm not going to run you over. This is the only place, one of the places I'm not a big fan of. I come here because there's so much parking, but you've got this massive sized parking lot and there's no garbage cans anywhere. None. They're all sitting over there near the entranceway to the truck stop. There's another Key West driver. He's got his nose straight in. Just bizarre why they don't have any garbage cans. I wonder if there's a bobtail stuck in here. Nope. Good. I'll take this spot right here. Just a little bizarre. They have one of those little buggies that you can drive around. You know, those little four-wheel golf cart thingamajiggies. But for whatever reason it is, they don't put any garbage cans around here, and they wonder why there's so much garbage around in the parking lot. Well, you don't give guys garbage cans, they're just going to dump their garbage out. They're too lazy to walk over to the garbage can. Don't open your door there, buddy, while I'm back. That's a guy. Come on, Gutless, let's go. I know it's hard to back up with all this weight of shavings. Oh yeah. I'm so light I'm not even registering I'm not even registering on my PSI gauge yet. I'm having a hard time backing up. Oh, why do they turn these trucks down? Fuel economy. I don't think so. I still argue the fact that it takes you twice as long to get up a hill. You're not saving any fuel. Come on, truck. You can do it. I know you can. Come on. This is not a bad place. I'd rather park here, and I'll tell you why. I think this is as close as I'm going to go here. The spots in front, okay, I don't know if you noticed here, but look at the truck in front there. It says Super T Transport. See how the nose is sticking out past where the yellow line is? Well, that's the way it is on all of these. So you get enough guys sticking their nose out, like more or less the front end of their truck is past the parking stall. And then you have guys on the other side doing the exact same thing. So now there's not a whole lot of room to pull out. And anyway, you see a lot of people lose the front ends of their trucks from trailer swinging and tearing the side of the trucks or the front end of the truck out because it looks like there's a ton of room here, but it's a lot less than you think. It's hard to believe, isn't it? But people do actually lose their front ends. I've seen it a lot. Looks like we are going to get some rain here. Well, Yeah, I don't really know. There's not a whole lot for me else to say. Except I'm glad I made... Oops, don't turn those on. Set the trailer brakes. And we'll do a post trip on our truck and trailer. And we're going to shut it down for the night. And we will reconvene Tuesday morning, because that's when I'll be heading to the customer. See you then. Unless something else comes up that I feel like sharing, we'll see you Tuesday morning. Well, it's an absolute beautiful afternoon out here in Fraser Park. Figured, you know, why not get out and get some exercise? I do like this truck stop because there's a lot of room here. If you're ever heading to LA, at least the LA area, this is definitely the place to come to. It's halfway up the hill. Always a ton of parking here. But the best places to park is not necessarily in the middle. It's right along the edges. This way and that way. Because if you parked in the middle, the lanes are too short. And there's lots of drivers that have clipped other drivers trying to get out of their parking spot and torn their front end off. You see garbage, the remains of truck parts, all the time in the parking lot. You know what? I always find it very rewarding when you get out, go for a walk. A lot of guys sit in their truck and watch movies, binge on YouTube. But you know what? You got to get out of your truck. You got to get exercise. You do. You get cabin fever if you sit in your truck too long. You got to get your exercise. I know drivers that never get out of their truck. They park it for the night or whatever, and then they're in there for their entire reset, and or overnight. I can't encourage it enough. Get your exercise. Here's a nice little shady spot. I think I'll head back to the truck. I've got paperwork to do, fuel receipts to write down, and some video editing to do. For those of you that are viewing for the first time, or you're new to the industry and you're heading into the LA area, the Flying J up here in Fraser Park is a good place to go for parking. I'm not promoting the store in any way, but just it's a good spot to park. Because once you get past here, there's Castaic, but you may never get in there unless you're there very early in the morning. And it's kind of a mess up there. It's very cluttered, it's very congested, and there's a good chance your truck's gonna get hit by somebody else. But out here, it's not too bad. Hi everyone, I am Ray Gaucher, and welcome to this edition of Bible Break. The title of this message, Wars and Rumors of Wars. And we're going to be looking at the three different Gospels on what they say about this when Yeshua preached the Sermon on the Mount, the Olivet Discourse, and also we'll look into a little bit of Revelation. The reason why I wanted to do this message was because right now, when you go on YouTube or you look on the news anywhere, it's just all about war. Who's got the bigger missiles? Who's got more nuclear bombs? Russia, the US, China, and now, of course, you've got other countries like Iran, which formerly was Persia. They're also boasting about their drone arsenal that they have. Just nothing but talk about war and about who's got the biggest navy or the army. It's crazy. It really, really is. And I don't think I have ever seen in history so much talk about war. Even at the day, when the Cold War was was at its height, did we ever hear so much talk? Probably because of you have social media and you have YouTube and the internet and everything. It's now obviously going to be, you're going to be able to see it a lot more. But what's really incredible is that the regular mainstream media is not reporting any of this stuff. You don't see this on, like out here in Canada, you don't see it on CBC, you don't see it on the major news networks out in the US. When major attacks, like for example, not too long ago, the war between Russia and Ukraine. Ukraine did their own offensive. And I think there was 5 or 6 drones that went right into the heart of Russia and hit one of the cities there. I don't know which one it was. I just seen a little bit of video of it, and people were terrified. But that's not on the news. Why are we only able to see these things on these little shorts that are on YouTube? And the thing that I find most annoying about the shorts, there's never anything in the description. There is no description to show you, hey, this is where it originated from. This is when it happened. So, and also there's a lot of other people that are putting out videos that are really milking this. I guess I don't know if they're doing it for hits or whatever, but war is big bucks. It really is. And, but you know what? The reason why I'm mentioning this is because there's such a huge push for this right now. I mean, even Russia's talking about, they want to initiate the draft, and there's even possible talk about the US doing this again. And Canada could be next. Who knows what's going on? But this was all prophesied in the Bible. And some might say, well, you know what? We've been having wars for like 100 years. I mean, yeah, but look at the way it is right now. You've got Israel with the ring of fire around them, where you've got Hezbollah, you've got Lebanon, you've got the Houthis, you've got all of these proxies that are all being controlled by Iran. Don't let that fool you. Iran is totally controlling these terrorist countries around Israel who want to go after Israel. And it's just a matter of time. Ezekiel 38:39 tells us about a great war that's going to be happening, or great invasion. And Russia will be a part of that. Russia or Turkey will be a part of that. But it'll be a multi-nation front surrounded by Israel, and they will come after Israel. But the sad thing is that there will be a lot of people that will die through this, and probably a lot of Israelis. But these nations that invade Israel, they will be destroyed. They will actually turn on each other. That's what Ezekiel says. God will be there to defend Israel, because Israel will be alone during that war. The Bible says that countries like Saudi Arabia and other surrounding countries will be questioning this invasion. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? But they won't do nothing to defend Israel, is what Scripture says. And then God comes to her rescue. Not even the U.S. Like, you would think the U.S. would be there right away to protect Israel, but no, they won't be involved. They will. I don't know if this is going to happen because there's lots of talk about Israel sending their own little, I won't say little, but the nuclear program that Iran has, Israel does not like, because they know darn well what Iran wants to do with those missile or nuclear weapons that they're building. Iran wants to use them against Israel and probably the U.S. They call U.S. the big Satan, and they call Israel the little Satan. So we know what they're doing. So no one's going to deal with this situation, because Iran is not making these weapons to say, hey, look what we got. They're planning to use them, because the Iranian religion, the Muslim religion, that they believe that they have to create global chaos to bring in their Mahdi, their Messiah. And they have no problem with creating global chaos. So Israel is thinking, okay, we can only let them. They know what's going on in Iran. They're not stupid. They know exactly how far they are, how close they are to a weapon. They know. And once they have crossed that red line, you know that Israel is going to do something about it. And maybe they will go in and take out the nuclear facilities, and this will cause them to retaliate with Russia, etc., and then they will come against Israel. So, it's crazy. It's crazy days we're living in. Really crazy days we're living in. But do not fear, because the Bible tells us that this was all going to happen. I want to go through the 3 different Gospels. If this was not important to know, then why was this recorded 3 times? Matthew, Mark, Luke. Matthew 24, Mark 13, Luke 21, the Olivet Discourse. And also in Revelation chapter 6. It mentions this. So let's take a look at it. First, let's look at Matthew 24. I believe it's 6 to 8. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled." Don't be troubled. "For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." So you'll have people saying, oh, well, if there's a big war, a huge war, maybe a nuclear war, it'll be the destruction of all mankind. No, it's not. According to this, these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." Obviously, a lot of this is going to be the cause of war. All right, let's go over to Mark 13, verses 7 and 8. "And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must need be, but the end shall not be yet." It's interesting. It's worded a little bit differently, isn't it? "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows." These are the beginning of sorrows. Luke 21, verses 9 and 10. "But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." Well, we'll read the next couple of verses. "And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places." I find that interesting. There's going to be earthquakes in places that normally there would not be. "And famines and pestilences and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven." Let's look at Revelation chapter 6, where they're opening the seals in this chapter, verse 3 and 4. "And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, Come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat therein to take peace from the earth," war, "and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword." War can be a very, very scary thing. Absolutely. But God allows it. And just my opinion, I do believe God allows this because it's another way of judgment on the earth, to judge these nations that are going against the Lord, that are blaspheming the Lord. And it's also another way of ridding evil from the earth. So, friends, I just wanted to do a brief Bible break just to share with you that this is all prophesied. This is all in the Bible. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared about the wars that are coming. Pray for peace, absolutely. But do know that these things all must come to pass before the return of Christ. So, I know this was a really brief Bible break. I do invite you to read the 3 different chapters, Matthew 24, Luke 13, Mark 13, Luke 21, and of course, the book of Revelation. The book of Revelation is a wonderful book because whoever reads it, it says, will be blessed. You will receive special blessings. Some people don't want to read the book of Revelation. It's too confusing. But there's blessings you're missing out on. The Bible says clearly those who read the book of Revelation will receive a special blessing. Don't miss out on that. All right, friends, until next time, blessings in the name of Yeshua. Bye for now.
Good afternoon, Ray, and greetings from Windsor Place, Missouri. It's your buddy John. Just like to say thanks for all the tips and advice you've given me so far while I've been out here on the road. Massively appreciate it. And I'd just like to give a shout out to my son Luca, who's back in England. Hey buddy. And best of wishes to my sister Chell, who's expecting her first child, baby boy, later on this month. Okay, Ray, that's all. Speak soon.
Good morning, friends. It is that time for me to head to the receiver. Another beautiful day out here in the Fraser Park, Quebec area. Gorgeous, gonna be a gorgeous day today. I got up this morning and I took a walk in behind and look at all the ravens in the garbage can. They're big, aren't they? Yeah. And they're all around the parking lot collecting everyone's garbage that they've thrown out of their truck. I don't know if I mentioned this already before. If I did, I apologize. But I did ask the management inside, why don't they put garbage cans in their lot? And they said the LA County won't allow them. For whatever reason, the LA County will not let them do it. They want them to be in front of the fueling lanes, piled up at the fueling lanes. Like if you look here, I'm going to show you here. Just look to the right here. See all the garbage cans? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they go right around the corner. They're all piled over here. Not a single garbage can in the parking lot. And I asked them, why do you do that? And they said the LA County won't allow us to put them in the lot. They want us to put them together, and they want them chained together. And that's just it. They've got all the garbage cans chained together. I have no idea why they would do that, what the insanity behind that one is. So of course, now the drivers, they just don't want to bother walking 100 or 200 feet, so they decide just dump our garbage wherever we feel, and then we'll just drive on, and that's what everybody does here. I still don't agree with that. Put your garbage in the garbage, boys, girls. I would like to think and guess that the women don't do that. I think it's probably predominantly the men that dump their garbages. I think the ladies have a little more class than that. But not all of us do that. I always put my garbage in the garbage. I absolutely will not dump my garbage out like that. That's just, this is God's creation. We're stewards of this planet. We're supposed to take good care of it if we can. You know, by not throwing our garbage out. It's just not right. It's inappropriate. Man, this windshield is getting bad. I'm really hoping I get into a new truck soon because I don't know how much longer I can deal with this windshield. You guys can see, look at all the speckles all over it. I'm sure you can see it. That's what I gotta look at. When it's really sunny or it's raining, it's just really hard to see through. So, I am very much hoping I get that new truck. In the next month or two, I'm supposed to be getting it. We'll see what happens. Alright, so back onto the I-5 we go. We're going to be at our... I did look on the Google map to see what I was in store for, and of course it's a very tight spot to get into. It looks like you can drive through, but that may be the place next to it. But when I talked to the girl on the phone the other day, she says, oh, you have to back into it. Or you can pull in, but the guys will help you back out. Oh, that's what she said. That's right. And I'm like, really? Wouldn't it be easier just to back in? So if I have an option to back in, I will. Pulling in is, I'd rather just back in. That'd be a lot easier. So here we go again, crawling up the hill, and then this hill is never fun, simply because you have all these slower drivers in the right-hand lane. Obviously that's where they should be, struggling to get up the hills, and then you'll have a guy that'll come up the side like me alongside of this guy who can barely get by him, and he will hold up a whole ton of traffic behind him that's way lighter than both of them, and he'll hold them up, and then it forces guys into the third lane, which is illegal. Trucks are not allowed in that lane. You will get a ticket if you're in that lane. You see it all the time up here. Very selfish behavior. If you cannot get past a guy, or if you can get by him but like 0.5 miles per hour quicker, just hang up behind the guy, let all the traffic behind you go, and then wait for an opening and then go for it. Because the thing about this hill, there are grades and then it levels out. Then there are grades, then it levels out. Then there's another grade, then it levels out. So there's always a chance to get by the really slow guys. Okay, so beautiful day today. So glad you're with me once again today. I'm glad you stuck around. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. All right, so we're not too far away from where we're delivering. And these feed places that we go to, the places where these shaving loads go to, it's always some remote, bizarre place to try to squeeze your truck into. And you can be guaranteed this is going to probably be another one. Because I did call the customer ahead of time. She says, well, the best thing to do is to pull straight in, and our guys will help you back out onto the highway, or back out on the road. I'm like, of course. So anyway, they've done this obviously before, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm sure they have this, like I said, they've dealt with this before with other drivers. And these trees seem a little bit low. I wonder if this is even a truck route I'm on, but it doesn't say it's not. Oh, my antenna's hitting a couple of them. That's funny. Alright, so the place I want to go to is going to be up on the left. Apparently there's a little pull-out area up here where I can stop. Where I can get a look. Let me see. Here is the place here, I think, right here. Horse Center, West Valley Horse Center. West Valley Horse Center, that's where I'm going. Oh boy. I'm trying to figure out where on earth did they want me to go. I have turned around and we're making another approach here. It's funny, when I went by the place, there's people standing there, but no one flagged me to let me know, hey, this is where you want to go in. So I think I got a good idea where the place is, because I seen a bunch of skids there with white wrapping around some of the product, and that's probably other shavings they have there. So let's take a looky-loo. We're coming up to it here. She did say that the place that she was talking about has, unless this is a tiny bit of a pull-out here, I can check here. I don't want to be blocking the no, I think this is what she was talking about. I'm just going to park it right here for a second and then find out where I'm going to be backing into here. Well, apparently it's supposed to be some kind of a driveway you can back out onto, but there's no driveway across the street. I don't know what she's referring to. It's a rooster. Hi there. Is this the West Valley Horse Center?
Yes, it is.
I have some shavings for you.
Oh, okay. Did you pull into the yard?
No, not yet. I'm just over here. I just wanted to make sure I knew it, the right one.
So, let me show you real quickly.
Sure.
Go this way.
Yep. Is that a Jack Russell?
That's a Jack Russell.
Oh, I love those dogs.
That's me. So basically you're going to pull straight in.
Okay.
All the way up to the front of those plants up there.
Okay, sure.
And then we'll offload you
Okay.
in the yard.
And
And you won't leave. When the truck's empty, you will stay here.
that's okay. It's nice here.
Either you can, we'll back you out that way, or you can do push and go out that way.
So can I actually get around that?
Sure.
Okay.
People do it.
Yeah, because the lady I was talking to, she said that most of the time the guys will just back you out.
Sometimes they back out.
But if I can get around it, I'll go that
We
way.
go both ways.
Okay, good.
Cool.
We'll work it out.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, my guys are coming.
I'll give that to you.
Thank you.
On go the four ways, la 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 la. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Oh. That guy parked in the wrong spot. That's not a good place for him to park. Good night. You gotta be kidding me. Oh man. Is that your white truck?
Yeah, coming in.
Well, he parked in the wrong spot at the wrong time. All right. I had a feeling it was going to be a tight squeeze. Apparently you can drive around. Oh boy. I don't know if we're going to be able to drive around that corner. That's going to be awfully tight. One thing I like about coming to these places, I love the smell of the hay. Love that smell. Apparently you can get around that corner, but I don't think so. No, that's going to be too tight.
Exit here.
I know, I'm looking.
Yeah.
No, because the guy inside says you can go around. I'm like, no, I'm not going to fit through here.
No. Yeah, because it's the block over there. It's blocking.
Yeah.
If there's nothing here, you can go. But
Yeah. No.
You go
I'll have
reverse.
to back out.
Yeah.
That's fine. I was just taking a look.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, no, I ain't going to get around there. So I guess the lady I talked to on the phone, she knew better. She knows I can't get around that. $12. Wow. 3 hours to unload me. Three hour. Come on, truck. Back up. You're empty. You are empty. All right, I think we got her. Come on, truck, move. Thank you. Yep. Okay. Don't scrape the BMW. Nothing unusual about a situation like that. But at least we're unloaded, and we're gonna head back to the truck stop. Thump. They gotta cut those branches a little bit lower. Jeez Louise. But it's okay. They had some issues when those skids are they're like they're shavings, and they pack them onto the skids, and when they literally jam them in there. They literally jam them in there with the forklift, and then once it's driven 1,200 miles, they kind of like they settle, and then all of a sudden they're fighting to get those things out of there, and that guy was fighting to get them out. A couple times he had to pull the ones from the top, and there was one that came down. You want to go? Go. Come on, I'm letting you go. So, but hey, we got her all done. That's what matters. That's what matters. Nice group of guys, though. Really friendly. It's kind of nice when you have that. They were taking there was a few times where they were just kind of sitting around talking. I'm like, oh, well, why fight it, right? This is probably as fast as they're gonna go. So I'm not in a rush to go anywhere. It's not like I have another deliver or another pickup to go to right away. Right now we don't have any information, so I'm just gonna make my way to the truck stop and just wait for orders from there. But there's a good probability I might be sitting there for a couple days, today and tomorrow. But you know what? It's all right. I have 1,200 miles so far on this run up here. So even if I was to get a load in 2 days and still get back before Friday, if I can get 2,400 miles in the week, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. 4,800 miles overall in the pay period I can live with. So I'm not going to put any pressure on the management there to get me a load right away. Get me out of here. Whoa. Why fight it this? After a long weekend, you've got so many trucking companies out here all doing the same thing, bidding for loads, wanting loads, and yeah, it's always like that after a long weekend. It really is. So you just got to kind of let things just calm down, and then once the apple and pear season starts up, which is pretty well happening right now, but it's when it kicks into full gear, full throttle, we'll be busy. We'll be very, very busy. Good morning, everyone. Yes, I am moving, which means I have received my marching orders. I am heading to Bend, Oregon. I have 2 picks tomorrow, Bend, Oregon and Milwaukee, Oregon. And I guess that's the same company, but they're at different locations, and that's going back to the Langley yard. So that's where I'm heading. And I'm kind of excited about this because I get to travel. I'm trying to remember where you jump on that from. I wonder if it's Weed, California. I can't remember offhand. I've only taken the route a couple times, but that means I have to make my way onto the US 97 off the I-5, and I'm looking forward to that because that's a really nice drive. In the summer and spring and fall, it's a beautiful drive. Winter can be a little bit on the iffy side, so I'm really excited about that we get to see some really nice scenery today that we're not normally used to seeing. So again, yeah, Bend, Oregon, and I called the customer and they said they do have some kind of parking on site, but no facilities. And I'm thinking, okay, well, they receive between 8 and 4, or should I say they ship it between 8 and 4. So I think I'd rather just find a truck stop or I do believe there's one in Bend. I think there's a pilot in Bend, or close to it anyway. Chumult, which is 473 miles from here. So yeah, there may be one I may be able to get to, or rest area. But I'm going to choose that over parking on site. I don't like to normally park on site if there's no kind of facilities, especially if you can't get into the place until 8 o'clock in the morning. Then you're doing the dance, right? So, no thanks. So it looks like we're going to have another beautiful day today. I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. I've tried to provide a lot of detail on just different things that I do on my trip. A little bit more showing you, taking walks and interactions with the customers. I do hope you enjoy that. And I think it's been a good video so far. I do. And I think you guys will obviously like the conclusion of it as well. So I will make my way to Bend. And yeah, that's where we'll be shutting down for the night. Another 538 miles, about 9 hours to go.
Sometimes it feels like I'm watching from the outside. Sometimes it feels like I'm breathing, but am I alive? I won't keep searching for answers that aren't here to find. All I know is I'm not home yet. This is not where I this blessed assurance holding me. All I know is I'm not home yet. This is not where I belong. Take this world and give me Jesus. This is not where I belong.
friends, my day is coming to a close once again. I have made it to Lapine, Oregon, and there's supposed to be some kind of a truck stop up here on the right. Yeah, there she is. Apparently there's a lot of parking in the lot, and then I should have about a 30-minute drive to the shipper tomorrow morning. There's plenty of parking in that lot. Plenty of parking. Oh yeah. Lots of parking. Haven't stayed at that place before. So take a look and see what they have here. Got a restaurant here. No truck entrance, really? Oh, okay. That camper. That needs a little bit of a wash. Yeah, they got all this parking in here too over on the left. Ooh, tons and tons of parking. But I don't feel like parking on the dirt. Because you'll have some guy that'll park right next to you, and he'll have, never fails, he'll have his truck running, and every time his valve goes, psh, there'll be dust everywhere. Oh, wow, that's bright. That's a little hard on the eyeballs. Oh boy. Okay, so 29 miles to the shipper tomorrow. And I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a run up to 97. I always enjoy that route whenever I have a chance. It's been a while. I've never been from Weed up to here. I've taken the 97, but I've branched off elsewhere. So that's the first time I've actually taken it from Weed, which is not a bad little drive. It's actually very nice. So there you have it, friends. Well, blessings to you all. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. I am en route to the shipper, my first pick. Should be there in about 36 minutes. My GPS is so funny. I don't know what's going on with this thing. It wants me to take the next left. I don't even know if that's a main road. I guess it is, but for some reason it does not want me to stay on this main road here. I don't know what the deal is. It wants me to go down there and then turn right and go the other way, another way, which adds another probably 10-15 minutes onto my drive. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh well, you know what? I can only think that at one point in time they had some kind of construction on this route or something. And at that particular time, that's when the maps were updated. Yeah, it's just really, really weird. I don't get it. But anyway, yeah, a little chilly one out here this morning. It's 1 degree Celsius out here. Yeah, I woke up this morning and I got out to do my pre-trip like, oh, I need to put this on. It was a little chilly this morning. I'm like, oh, the autumn is coming. Autumn is coming. So better enjoy the nice weather, my friends, as long as you can, because it's going to be going away soon. But sunny, beautiful weather out here. Just bring up the windows a little bit, turn on the heat just a tad. I haven't had to turn my heat on for a long time. It's kind of funny. And then it still feels like a nice, beautiful summer day. Well, we should be at the shipper in about, 24 minutes. We have made it into Bend. What a nice little area this is. Very nice. You'd never guess that you can go down here with a truck. But this is apparently the instructions. My GPS wanted me to go a different way, but the actual instructions. What is going on here? Is to go this route. So, delivery entrance. Okay. No commercial truck parking. What on earth? Then what are you supposed to do then? Well, I'm going to park here anyway because I don't know where else you can go. They may or may not need me right away, so I'm going to park here anyway. I'm pretty sure they're meaning no overnight parking. This is the lot that the lady was telling me about. She told me about this lot on the top that you can park overnight if you needed to, even though it says no overnight. That's kind of funny. Alright, friends, I am on my way. That didn't take long, did it? Yeah, I think about an hour. Didn't take them long to load me. And I'm on my way to my second pick in Milwaukee, which is about 3 hours away. So we should get there about noon. And then if I get loaded out of there quick enough, I'll probably be just in time to get into rush hour traffic in Seattle. It is what it is. What do you do? What do you do? You can't beat it. You can't. Why fight it? You can't beat it. But gorgeous day today. Absolutely. Boy, did it warm up in a hurry here. Oh, look at the geese out there in the water. This is a nice little area. It's a very charming little area. Yeah. So we're making good time this morning. I expected to be there longer than that. Sometimes you go to these brewery places and they just take forever to load you. But not here. These guys are actually really, really nice too. Super, super nice people. All right, next stop, Milwaukee, Oregon. So we made it to Milwaukee, and we're just about ready to find out how much fun this is going to be, picking up this load. couldn't call the shipper. Couldn't get a hold of them. Could not get a hold of them. Because I usually like to call the shipper and kind of ask, is there anything I need to know when I'm there, when I'm approaching, etc. Just no answer. Just voicemail. So, find out in a hurry here. This is already a problem. It's telling me to turn left up here, and there's no left turn here. Oh my goodness. Great. Wonderful. Okay, so now I gotta turn around. Jeez. But it's kind of sad, you know, you can't call the customer and ask them. No answer. So apparently it's in here somewhere. I don't even know where it is. I got a feeling this is not the right way I'm supposed to go. It says it's over here. But I don't think this is it. This is not good. Okay, this is getting stupid now. I can't find this place. I don't know where it is. So I'm going to park it right here, and I'm going to go take a walk and see if I can find it. This is the place here. Like I said, you'd never know you could get a truck in here. You wouldn't know that you were able to bring a truck through here. And because I talked to the guy ahead of time, which was nice, that's why I was hoping to call them and get the scoop on what I need to know. And the loading area is going to be right over here on the right-hand side. Right in that spot right there. So, but he told me I can come down here and turn around in here. So I wouldn't have known that. I'm like, oh man, that would have been a blindside back in. That's probably why there's so much chunks missing out of the side of the wall over there. So the guy said to do this. I should be able to back up.
Did I line that up okay?
I think probably all right.
Can I go inside and look?
Yeah.
Did I line that up all right?
Oh yeah, no, you're all good.
Okay, I'm going to take that strap off for you. Oh, it's nice and cool in here. So we're going to put two straps on
just to be on the safe side. Because you can't put them on very tight, because you don't want to dent the cans. But you want it in place so it's not going to move either. Wow. Oh. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. And then I'll put the other one on the bottom. Yeah, those corner cans may get a bit dented if anything moves. Damn. I'm not a big fan of this. You don't have any corner pieces, do you?
I don't.
Because you can't strap those down very tight or you'll dent the cans.
I doubt they're gonna go anywhere on you.
Yeah. It's okay, I couldn't accelerate with this truck anyway to send anything. Thanks, man. Yep. Well, at least we got that done, and we're on our way, so we should be able to get out of Portland before any bad traffic starts, which is good. And then we just have to face Seattle traffic, which is not good. But I don't think there's no way out of it, no way around it. But yeah, you know what, friends? I'm just gonna take it easy, making my way back. There's nothing really to show you. You've seen Portland, you've seen Seattle 100,000 times. I'm gonna wrap it up right here. I'm just gonna go back to the yard and take this load there, and then I guess our city guy tomorrow will go deliver it. And now we're gonna go on a bit of a reset. I gotta take my DJI cameras back. I gotta go send those back to Amazon and get my refund. And I really do hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do let me know on the comments below what you thought of the video. Not only the content, but also the quality. I'd really like to hear your opinion on what you think. Do you like the new 60 frames a second? Or would you like me to go back to the 24 frames a second? I think this just shows you a little bit more, and it's a lot more vivid, it's a lot more clear, isn't it? Yeah. And feel free to share the video if you know other people that might like it. And also, if you're new here, subscribe and get notifications when all the new videos and the updates come out. So, until next time, my dear friends, God bless you all in the name of Yeshua. Bye for now.